Narcissism, as articulated by the esteemed Professor Sam Vaknin, presents a profound psychological phenomenon that warrants our attention. At its core, it is a complex interplay of self-obsession and emotional detachment, encapsulated in the notion that a narcissist is, in essence, in love with themselves. This self-adulation transcends mere vanity. It is a deep-seated need for validation and admiration that shapes their interactions with others. The narcissist is not merely a person who admires their reflection. They are individuals who derive sexual attraction from their own image, their own persona, creating a paradox where intimacy with others becomes a mere extension of their self-love. In this intricate web of self-absorption, the narcissist often seeks to transform themselves into an idealized version of femininity, embodying traits that they associate with allure and desirability. This transformation is not just physical, but psychological, as they weave a narrative that allows them to engage with others while simultaneously remaining ensconced in their self-created world. They cannot forge genuine relationships. Their emotional landscape is barren, devoid of the empathy and connection that characterize healthy interactions. Instead, they engage in a transactional dynamic, using others as a means to fulfill their own needs, to reinforce their self-image. Consider the dynamics of intimacy with a narcissist. When you engage with them, you may find yourself drawn into a seductive dance, one that appears to promise connection and passion. Yet beneath this facade lies a chilling reality. The narcissist is not truly engaging with you. They are engaging with a projection of themselves. Your presence becomes a canvas upon which they paint their desires, a vessel through which they seek to merge with their own idealized self. In this twisted form of connection, you find that you are not merely a partner. You are an extension of their identity, a reflection of their self-love. This relationship is inherently parasitic. The narcissist, in their quest for affirmation, consumes your essence, your femininity, absorbing your qualities to bolster their own sense of self. You become a part of them, and in this merging, your individuality begins to erode. The more you give, the more they take, until you find yourself lost in the abyss of their self-centered universe. The intimacy that you believed was mutual is, in reality, a one-sided affair, where the narcissist engages in a form of self-pleasure disguised as connection. This phenomenon takes on a surreal quality when one considers the implications of sexual intimacy with a narcissist. The act, often perceived as an expression of love and desire, becomes a ritual of self-gratification for the narcissist. They are not making love to you. They are making love to the idea of themselves that you represent. In their mind, the experience is a celebration of their own desirability, a validation of their allure. You are not a partner in this dance. You are a mere prop, a means to an end, an object through which they can experience their own fantasies. The transformation that the narcissist undergoes is profound. They mold themselves into a figure that embodies the traits they admire, often adopting characteristics that align with traditional femininity. This metamorphosis is not merely superficial. It is an attempt to create a facade that will attract admiration and adoration. The narcissist seeks to become the embodiment of their own desires, and in doing so, they create a paradox where their self-love becomes a barrier to genuine connection. As you navigate this relationship, it becomes increasingly clear that you are entangled in a web of their making. The narcissist's need to consume and absorb your essence is relentless. They are a void, a black hole of need that requires constant feeding, and you find yourself caught in the gravitational pull of their desires. Your own identity begins to fade, overshadowed by their insatiable hunger for validation. The implications of this dynamic are staggering. You may initially feel flattered by their attention, drawn in by the allure of their charisma and charm. However, as the relationship unfolds, the reality of their self-absorption becomes apparent. You are not cherished for who you are. You are valued only for the reflection you provide of their own desires. The intimacy you sought becomes a mirage, a fleeting moment of connection that ultimately reinforces their isolation. In this dance of narcissism, the lines between self and other blur, creating a landscape where genuine relationships are impossible. The narcissist cannot love you. They can only love the version of themselves that you represent. Your femininity, your individuality, your essence become the very tools through which they seek to validate their own existence. And as you navigate this treacherous terrain, you must grapple with the reality that you are not merely a partner. You are a vessel for their self-love, a conduit through which they seek to merge with their own idealized image. Ultimately, the relationship with a narcissist is a journey into the heart of self-obsession, a reflection of the profound isolation that defines their existence. You may find yourself questioning your own identity, grappling with the realization that your worth has become intertwined with their perception of self. The narcissist, in their quest for validation, transforms not only themselves, but also those around them, leaving a trail of emotional devastation in their wake. In the end, you must confront the truth, that in loving a narcissist, you may lose not only yourself, but also the very essence of what it means to connect with another human being.